Right guys, made it onto the Black 9 here at Cobblestone, which is the signature 9, and we actually just found out that this place was designed by Pete Dye, which is pretty cool. Pete Dye's obviously done courses like Sawgrass, Kiowa Island Ocean Course, Teeth of the Dog in the Dominican Republic, you know, pretty high-end courses, so very cool thing to have Pete Dye being designer here. And speaking of Sawgrass, we've arrived at the signature hole, which is a little bit reminiscent of the 17th at Sawgrass, obviously one of the most famous holes in golf. So we've got, instead of an island green, I'd call this more of a peninsula green. The wind is blowing. What's the yardage?
140.
140, but wind howling off the right and into slightly, so tricky little hole coming up. Right, so pins 115, obviously all carry, and water obviously long as well, so you just have to hit the number basically. I've got a little 9-iron just to keep it low, because the wind is blowing fairly hard. Good shot required. Is that in or long with the bunker? Bunker. That is gone a little left. If it's the right yardage, it should hold on. Stay there. Stay there. Oh, right on the edge. Both balls dry. Thank you for that. Right, I've just come up in this bunker short. I'm going to go and play that shot. Then we'll go and see what Smithy has to deal with, because it's not looking too easy. Right, that's as good as I can play that shot really, where I landed that bunker shot, but green running towards us is very quick. But here is the real entertainment. Actually not quite as close to the edge as I thought you were, but nice strike. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just run through the back, but definitely acceptable from where he was. Hit it harder. I genuinely don't feel like I hit that one that hard. Yeah, he's barely touched that. And that's understandably timid. Like, you can hit that an ounce harder and it's going through my legs. Pick that one up. Yeah. In for a 4. AC. Back to 4. I think that just goes to show that, I've always said this throughout all the videos I've ever made, you don't need 200+ yard par 3s for them to be difficult. That was just 115 yards from the black tees that we're playing from, and if you're well protected enough, obviously you miss it long left or short, you're in the water. But these bunkers and then the green sloping from right to left, made by bunker shots super hard. I don't think I could have played it any better. But anyway, that just sounds like a load of waffle and excuses, doesn't it? So it
does, I'm afraid.
4 up, Mr. Smith, heading to the 12th hole. Right, shot hole for Mr. Smith. Getting a little tired of these shot holes, considering he's playing much better golf than I am. 4 up again. Not a good strike, but it is gearing back into the middle. It's absolutely fine. A good bad one.
Burger and a chicken Caesar salad.
It is, yeah, that was munched. So I guess while we're here near, you know, the green that's not too reminiscent of the 17th at Sawgrass, the next destination on the list of places that you can head to play golf before or after a Masters trip is a little bit further afield. We're going to go to the Sunshine State, and we're going to go to Florida. That is the Sunshine State, isn't it? Thank God for that. Florida, obviously pretty much synonymous with golf. There's so many amazing golf courses there. I went on a filming tour with Crossfield, Lockie and Gareth Llewellyn, who is sadly no longer with Your Golf Travel, but we played Bay Hill, probably my favourite course of the tour. That was about 12.
That is the best thing I've ever seen.
We played PGA National, obviously hosts the Honda Classic on the PGA Tour. We sadly didn't play Sawgrass, but I've heard amazing things. It's one of Mark Rossell's favourite golf courses. Obviously, there's so many more amazing things about it than just that signature par 3 17th. We played at the Reunion Resort, which is a little bit of a smaller test of golf, I would call it. Not quite championship, but excellent holiday golf. 2 golf courses there on site. And there's many others in Florida, and obviously you pretty much guaranteed fantastic weather. There's different parts of Florida to go to. You've got Miami, great nightlife, Jacksonville, Orlando for the theme parks. You can kind of do fan boating in the Everglades, that kind of stuff. More traditional Florida. There's so many things to do and see away from the golf courses, but golf, obviously your reason to be going to Florida, and it's definitely an excellent addition to any Masters tour. So just before we carry on, as I said, I have not played Sawgrass, but there is another way to experience this amazing Pete Dye golf course, and that is at the Players Championship. So, Mr. Smith, we, as well as obviously selling Masters holidays, we do offer Players package as well. We've actually got a client here this week, Dave Donovan, who's doing his 5th Masters trip. Also, already did the Players this year, and what does that look like for the guys at home?
Great. I mean, you know, it's kind of... It's actually just looking back on the hole we've just played, and there's a lot of similarities between that and the 17th hole at Sawgrass. But yeah, it's a great watching course. It's a stadium course first and foremost. So you actually see a lot of the play, whereas on a lot of courses and a lot of majors, you don't actually see a great deal of the course. It's in northern Florida, so it's close to Jacksonville. A lot of clients fly into Orlando and then work their way up the coast, stopping off and playing Hammock Beach or at Daytona, where the LPGA course is. And then having a few days either in Jacksonville and playing some of the golf around there, which is very playable, or staying at Ponte Vedra, which is the kind of enclave and kind of home of the stars. A couple of days there, and what we do is a package at the moment where you can actually stay in Jacksonville for a few days, which incidentally is the largest per square mile city in the whole of the USA, so in the land mass it covers. And then you can go and stay in Sawgrass and play the stadium course 2 or 3 days after the actual event, which is an absolute treat.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many places in the world where you can go to such a high quality event and then play the course in tournament conditions, see what the best in the world are facing, and it probably will humiliate some people, but...
Well, I mean, I've played it. I've been fortunate to play it a number of years ago, and it's an incredibly difficult golf course. I mean, your positioning on the fairway is as important as hitting the fairway. Yeah. So you add into that the kind of, playing conditions of a PGA Tour event, and it is something else. But to play any course, and particularly a course like that, with the stands up and with the layout as it is, it's an absolute treat, and you can do it at a very affordable price.
Right, thankfully that was kind of the first driver I've hit today, which was really out of the screws. I did take it up the right, and I think I've just carried these trees. I've been quite lucky to finish where I am, but it's got 112 yards uphill, so probably playing closer to 120. Got pitching wedge. We didn't quite see where Andrew's ball finished, but a good shot here, and I might get out this sort of half, considering it's a shot up. Again. Made it. Front edge. I found the front edge unexpectedly. I did catch that a little heavy, but it was a good shot in the end. It's about 15 feet for birdie. Smithy hit a nice second shot as well, up the left, and I think it's come down off that slope a little bit because he told me he hit it further left than it's finished, but not a bad second considering how short his drive was. And that's a nicely played. That's a really nice shot, mate. Really good. That's quite annoying, really. I was thinking you're going to make a 5 and I might get out of here with a half, but that is tasty. You are putting that though. That was really good. How did that not break? It broke after the hole. Is that alright?
You can take that away.
Thank you, sir. Right. To reclaim your place at 5 up. Christ almighty. Yes, it's great up and down. Good 4.
Thank you.
Very good. 5 up. So I guess the most natural place to end this video, or maybe not the video, but the list of places where you can head to play some golf on your Masters golf holiday is Georgia itself. Obviously that's where Augusta National is. Oh, hello. But also within an easy drive of Augusta National, you've got plenty of options where you can tee it up with your friends. One of them is the River Club, which is actually in Augusta itself. You're talking literally 20 to 30 minutes away from Augusta National. You've got Augusta Country Club, which is literally the property next door. So you could be playing golf and hearing the roars from Augusta National as you make your way around the course, which would be incredibly good fun. And then you've got a place which I went to as well with Mark Crossfield and Lockie, which was Reynolds Lake Oconee, which is one of the most spectacular places I've ever played golf. We played golf on the Great Waters course, where there were a few incidents.
Right, Ray has got a good lie, but I mean, he has no shot. I don't reckon he can stop it shy of that tier that Matt is walking on. Even if he kills it on this slope, I reckon you're struggling.
Well played.
Can't play that any better.
That's a good shot. You can't.
Yeah, that'll stop there.
Stop.
As good as you can play that, Rory. This will be a good up and down though, Ray. Stay up. Oh, he's over it.
Oh!
That is the up and down of the day.
That is unbelievable.
Very good.
But there are 5 golf courses in total at this place. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to no, actually I did. I played Harbour Club as well, which I'm also playing this Sunday. So I played 2 of the courses there, both absolutely brilliant. Looking forward to playing at Harbour Club again. But there are 5 in total, and honestly, you'll see from some of the footage popping up on screen how gorgeous this place is. Outside of those mentioned, Smithy, what are we thinking for golf in Georgia? You've been to Lake Oconee as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah. You've missed out the 6th course, Rory.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there's an 18-hole clay pigeon shooting course.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, literally, it's got 18 hides. Is hide the right word? I don't know. Where you can shoot clays, and they come at you from all different angles, from across the waters to up in the air. And my knowledge of shooting isn't brilliant, but it's actually a real fun thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, the gun master, or whatever his name is, literally helps you out, shows you on your way. It's not as fear-provoking as it sounds, and it's actually really good fun. You know, spend a couple of hours, and they take you around each different height, so you got a different vista and a different shot, and all that kind of stuff. Really good fun. So it's quite a good compliment to a round of golf.
Okay, and are there any other courses worth mentioning in Georgia that that's my experience of golf in Georgia, would be the River Club and Lake Oconee.
Brilliant place.
Are there any more that we would we send our clients to the Georgia Club, for example, don't we?
Yeah, so there's, I mean,
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Georgia. I mean, there was 1 or 2 areas actually in Georgia, 3 areas in Georgia where we take people to the US Masters from, and obviously one of those is Augusta, which obviously speaks for itself. We have a base in Athens, which is a big university town, and home
actually would be my base of choice if I was paying for a Masters holiday. It's so much fun.
In terms of fun, in terms of places to go and go out of an evening, it's superb. And that's a great place. And there's some good golf around there. The Georgia Club. Yep. There is. It's the home of Georgia State University.
They've got their own golf course, haven't
exactly.
they?
Yeah.
Fancy.
Go the Bulldogs. And yeah, it's a great place. So there's some good golf around there. And then there's a couple of areas that are worth mentioning. You know, we tend to fly people into Atlanta, which is obviously the major city and the fastest growing city within the US. And that's about an hour, just over an hour away from Athens. And Lake Oconee, just for point of reference, is about halfway between Atlanta and Augusta. But the other area we look at is, obviously, if you fly into Atlanta, there's some great golf in Atlanta itself, and some of the most famous golf courses, from Peachtree to East Lake. That's
obviously got ties to Tiger and some.
Yeah, and obviously the culmination of the PGA Tour in the end of August, September time. So you can do that, and the other thing is, of course, is on the coast. Like all these states that we've talked about, there is a coastal side to it. And
I actually didn't know there was a coastal side to Georgia.
Yeah. So Sea Island.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
So Sea Island and St Simon's Island, but Sea Island in particular, which has got 3 golf courses and has a PGA Tour event, and has been kind of represented by Davis Love III for a long time. He's a kind of key ambassador for them. But that's a really good 5-star resort, and definitely one of those places that if you want a few days kind of rest and recuperation from your Masters extravaganza, there are a few better places than that.
Alright then, Smithy, I think it's time to finish me off. We've got, how many holes we got left? 6 or 7? 6 holes. You're 5 up. You win this one, that's all she wrote. What are we looking at here? Par 4 or 5? 4 looks like, I reckon. Yeah, gentle dog leg round to the right. I think your draw will suit this hole quite well, I think. Oh yes. Draw, oh, that's so good. That's a great drive. Credit where credit's due. That was your best of the day, that old golf cliche. Right, the eternal optimist in me has just realised that you don't get a shot for a few holes. So, we'll rattle off 3 quick wins and we're back in this thing. He said, oh, snap hooks one into the forest. Yep. That went a long way into that forest before hitting it.
Looking for an early bath here, aren't you?
I suppose we can take consolation to the fact that I'm probably going to be going back in here for the next couple of days. Right, I would say I've got quite lucky, but then when you look at, sorry, what I've got left, 225 through the forest. Let's just see what we can actually do here, because it's actually lying okay. Yeah, I reckon I can actually hook the living snot out of this around there, crushing dreams, but I don't know. Like I said, eternal optimist. No, there's these little seedlings here, and I haven't got full swing, so see that gap there? Sod it. Let's just hit it and see what happens.
Super shot.
I call that well out.
Stuck on over the other side of the fairway.
Yeah.
Way into the fin boss.
Stuck about a little wedge in. I'm happy with that.
Great shot.
It's the conventional way of using a 2-iron.
No way.
Yeah, 2-iron, boy.
It's insane.
Right, cracking drive from Mr. Smith. I have managed to punch out all the way up to there, which was better than I was expecting. 142 left in. 7-iron? 8. 8.
That front bunker on the right looks favourite.
Yeah, I mean, with the match situation, if I were you, I'd be looking back left of the green, and it's kind of, I think that's it over, but...
Late in the day for the games and shit.
Oh, that's so good. If that's the yardage, that's just... Get up. No, it's on. That's a great shot. Middle of the green, pin eye, I reckon. Oh, you got to give credit where credit's due. You have played well today. Not exactly the kind of pin you want to be forced to aim straight at, really, with that massive drop off to the right. But
It just gets bigger every time you look at it.
yeah, I mean, I do literally have no choice. I have to try and take this shot on, otherwise I'll lose anyway. So all or nothing. Right, about 15 feet. I've given myself a chance of a par, but I do still think that's not going to be good enough. Right, Mr. Smith, about 30 feet. 2 putts does it for you. No, 2 putts dormies you if I hold that, which would be a great part if I don't say so myself from where I was in the trees. Again, just got to point out that while the greens might look a bit sandy here and there, they're just rolling so true, and they're nice and quick as well. So I'm not suggesting they're anything like Augusta speeds, but it's nice to have quick greens to putt on when you're here watching the Masters, because it gives you a tiny little flavour of what it's like. And that's just rolled out. That's rolled out so much further than I was expecting, and it's a really good putt. And it just illustrates a point I was literally just making. They are just nice and true and quick, aren't they? I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means I do need to hold just to be 5 dormy. But I just want the satisfaction of making a pretty filthy par, really. No, that's it. That is a 6 and 5 win. Congratulations, well played, sir.
Been a pleasure.
YouTube debut.
Yep, very
absolutely
enjoyable.
mugging
Thanks
me
a
off.
And the money.
There we have it, guys. That has been a decent chunk of golf here at Cobblestone Park. Really enjoying both nines, the gold and the black. We're going to play the rest of the black 9 and then we're heading back to Augusta for a little bit of a shindig this evening, I think. But if you have any questions about any of the destinations or courses we've mentioned in this video, please feel free to drop into the comment section and fire away, or email me at rory@yourgolftravel.com. If you don't want to speak to me, I would totally get that. Just call or email Your Golf Travel directly. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Your Golf Travel channel, drop the video a thumbs up because it does help out, and we will see you on the closing 4 or 5 holes. So 6 and 5.
Well,